Alright guys, I'm back. Looks like we got ourselves some Von Ebert Farm to Market. And this is a modern Citra Pilsner. So it says a Pilsner inspired lager with Citra, Mandarina Bavaria, and Saphir hops brewed in collaboration with Zupon Markets. So you can kind of see right there. Try to get it all in camera. Cool stuff. We'll see how it tastes. Von Ebert kind of does a little bit of modern, kind of does a little bit of traditional style brews. Oh, there it is. 5.2 ABV right on top. Let's crack it and see how they did. Ooh, look at the really carbonation on that one. Not cool, Von Ebert. Not cool. I just pulled this out of my fridge. There was no shaking or bashing or any wild anything going on there. So that's kind of a shit start. That's unfortunate. Smells nice. Okay. I don't know what the hell happened. But it doesn't taste super overcarbonated. I don't know what the issue was. The can doesn't look like proposed or anything, so I don't know. Doesn't taste super overcarbonated though. Go ahead and wipe this down. We'll get into the shave. It doesn't taste like super duper crisp like other Pilsners might. It seems like it has a little bit more body to it. It doesn't seem as lightweight as a 5% Pilsner might, but it has good flavor, so I'll give it that. Alright, today we're going back to what I used to do back in the day quite often when I had a smaller collection. We're doing a little bit of soap mixology. So we got A&E's Asian Plum, and we got Strike Gold Shave's Sakura Rouge. And so, two very different soaps. I mean, obviously the artwork is similar, but two very different soaps as far as fragrance goes. Two absolutely powerhouses when it comes to top-notch performing soap bases. Got it lathered up right here. You can see that shine getting captured by the my lights there, but absolutely beautiful. Got it lathered up in my Lancaster bowl. I'm using my Viking soaps and cosmetics and brushes. Ebonite brush right there with the black and red. Absolutely beautiful. And we got the Odin's beard. I guess I don't know which volume it is. I don't know which batch it is, but it's his latest, newest batch of Odin's beard badger hair. So, and I'm really enjoying this one. It does have some fairly gelled tips, but it doesn't feel super slimy, and I feel like it has a nice even coverage of gel tips on this 26 millimeter bulb knot. So really enjoying this one, and I would easily recommend it. As a matter of fact, I just recommended it the other day. So good stuff. I wet the face with my newly beer soaked sink of water here. So we got impromptu beer shave going on. I wasn't gonna refill the sink with a new batch of water, so we splash the beer onto the skin and we get to shaving. So yeah, this is Strike Gold Shave's Patriot base, which is their latest, most up-to-date base. And this is A&E's like original formula, I guess I should say. I don't know, it didn't have a nickname, so A&E's original formula, not the goat's milk formula, not the um, not Kaizen, not Kaizen, somewhere in between, and not Kaizen 2, and not Kaizen 2 with the emu. It's just the original A&E and Strike Gold Shaves Patriot Base 50-50, or to the best of my abilities 50-50. And we whipped up one hell of a good looking lather. And the scent on this one, I didn't think too much about the fragrance, to be honest. I was going more so for the theme, because I watched a movie tonight with my mom. She was in town, and of course, she doesn't live where I live. I'm gonna be using the custom Weck Sextoblade with scales that were designed by me and shaped and put together by Paul over at LatherMeWhiskers. If you have any custom work to do, definitely hit up Paul. He is the fucking man. Alright, and we got a fresh Kismet blade in here, and I don't think I've ever used Kismet blades, and the blade was gifted to me by my boy Mac Shaves. So shout out Mac Shaves, shout out my boy Paul, the captain, LatherMeWhiskers. Alright, let's go. Heard a lot about Kismet blades. They are renowned amongst Weck users as the best blade option for your hair shaper Shavette. And the problem is for those of us not in Europe, they're kind of hard to get because they're not produced and distributed here. And so kind of got to put in a little bit of effort to either find them on eBay or phone a friend to send them to you. You're not just gonna, go to Amazon USA and throw some Kismets in your cart. It doesn't work like that. But, however, my boy Mac Shaves wheeled and dealed and got his hands on some Kismets. He was kind enough to send some my way, and I didn't even ask for them. I've never used them. I've always had interest in them, but with fantastic options like the Annie and Diane blades here in the US, I've never really felt like there was much of a rush to pick up these Kismets, because my ladies Annie and Diane, those ladies, they are smooth and sharp, efficient, comfortable, all the positive attributes that I can possibly say. I love those blades. Now the Persona hair shaper blades, they're pretty nice too. I still prefer the Annies and Dianes to the Personas. But if it's all I had, I'd be a happy shaver. So, upon this first pass, the Kismet is feeling very, very nice. I would have to say, in the way it feels, like the comfort is on par with Annie and Diane. We'll see if it gives the same close, efficient shave that the Annie and Diane gives. But I'll say, like, the amount of comfort these blades have are definitely on par. They're very comfortable. Alright, just kind of cleaning the lather off the shaft. Let's get some more lather on the face. So anyways, my mom's in town. She's been in town for about a month, and she'll be in town for another few weeks. So I've been trying to spend like 1 or 2 days a week at least hanging out with her, spending time with her. She lives in Tennessee, and I live in Washington State. And so when she's in town, I try to make time for her and just get that quality time, you know. And even though she's not much of a going out type person, she just kind of likes stay home, watch movies. She's staying with a friend, a family friend that we know pretty well, so there's no problems with me going over, watching a movie, having dinner, and then coming home and doing my thing at home afterwards. And so that's what I've been doing like once or twice a week. So if you've noticed, content has been kind of dispersed, just a little bit more distracted than usual. I haven't been taking the time to upload my videos, even though I'm shooting videos. So I do have a little bit of a backlog that I haven't aired yet, because I just haven't took the time to edit and upload, which I don't really do any editing. I just, once you upload, I fill in the description with all the items used, my social medias, and then a bunch of hashtags. So, and then I, put the picture, make the picture look pretty, upload the picture. So I do work, but even that I don't want to do. I just do it just because it's just what you do. Alright, against the grain. Anyways, so we're sitting there at my mom's friend's house. And she goes, "Does anybody, have any shows that you want to watch?" She was scrolling through Netflix and, asking for recommendations. And me and the family friend weren't very helpful. We were just kind of like, I don't know, put anything on, and that doesn't help any. And so my mom was like, "All right, you guys don't want to give me suggestions? I'm going to put this on." And we were like, all right. Immediately we were like, what is it? Because it didn't look like a good movie. Or at least to me, it was not something that I had any interest in from the title and cover art. But it was called Memoirs of a Geisha, which is kind of like a Japanese courtesan type deal. Not a prostitute, but just someone that powerful men, or rich men, I should say, just they pay to spend their time with. Not like sexually or anything like that, but just spend time. And I cannot think of the English equivalent at this time, but I know there's a word for it. I just can't think of it at this time, but courtesan, something like that. But it's not courtesan, something else. Anyways, so yeah, we're watching this damn Japanese Memoirs of a Geisha, and like, even if I'm not interested in watching the movie, if a movie stays on long enough, and even though I have no interest in it, if it's on long enough, I become invested. So my mom, like an hour in, she's like, "We can change it, like if you're not enjoying it." And I'm like, well, I've already seen an hour of this fucking thing, I might as well see the rest of it. And so turned out to be a decent movie. It was kind of artsy, and it was telling, like, the story of a poor farm family that sold their daughters, and their one of the daughters got sold to a geisha house, and kind of grew up against her will doing that, and so on and so forth. It turned out to be a decent movie. Obviously not something I normally watch, but my mom threw it on because we didn't give any recommendations, so I guess me and the family friend didn't have no one to blame but ourselves. But it turned out to be alright. And spending time with my mom, so it really doesn't matter what movie's on, because I'm there for her anyways. But anyways, so yeah, with the Japanese movie, or not, I don't know if it's a Japanese production, it's probably not, but it was a Japanese themed, inspired movie. And so there was some sakura trees and cherry blossoms and, you know, the whole 9 yards. And on the ride home, it made me think of Sakura Rouge by Strike Gold Shave, and it made me think of Asian Plum by A&E. So I figured, why not bust out some soap mixology, take it back to the younger days of DK Damn Fine Shave, and kind of the creative shit I used to do when I was a beginner YouTuber, and I had a much smaller collection than I do now. Anyways, Kismet performed really well. Try to be delicate with the Weck scales, because they did kind of like warp a little bit, and I kind of knew, like, me and Paul knew that was an issue, and he actually took it apart and put like a little wedge in it and then reset everything, hoping to kind of counteract the warp. But I think it slowly but surely has started to work its way back now that it's been like freestanding for more time. But so far so good. I mean, the blade still closes down the middle and everything, so even though the scales aren't, you know, perfectly symmetrical, as long as the blade doesn't like rub the edges and anything like that, we'll be alright. Alright, so the shave was great. The fragrance on this one, so the Asian Plum definitely is more bold and banging. It's a stronger scent. I tried to do 50-50 the best I could, but obviously I was just eyeballing it. I didn't break out the measuring cups or anything like that. So I get a little bit more of the sweet plum character from Asian Plum, and that adds a lot of sweetness to the forefront. And then Sakura Rouge is actually a kind of a warm, what in the hell am I doing? I just had a good shave. I almost touched my face with the peasant's rag. We got the Lancaster Razorworks towel here. We're gonna wipe the face down with that instead. Continue this shave in luxury. But anyways, the Sakura Rouge added a little bit of a warmer, spicier base, and together it was quite nice. I didn't mind it, not one bit. I don't think it's like the next best thing, but they did complement each other nicely, and I really wouldn't mind revisiting it, because that was nice. Let me try to get the majority of that lather out of the beard. We'll finish up with some post-shave. We're going to do a little post-shave mixology as well, because might as well. If you got them, might as well use them. Alright. Asian Plum, Sakura Rouge. I'm going to take the caps off each. It's funny that both of these used the same bottle type restrictor, the whole 9 yards. Alright, let's get a few slaps of Sakura Rouge. Get a few little drizzle of Asian Plum. Mix them together. And spread it out. Alright. Very nice. More or less same profile with the aftershaves. Definitely get blast of the plum and just a warm spicy body underneath. Alright. That was a damn fine shave indeed. The Kismet felt good. The soaps blended well together. The Odin's beard. Badger knot is absolute luxury, so great shave. A nice end to my day today. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you had a good Monday. I hope you have a good rest of your week. As always, I appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys interacting in the comments. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Cheers, and I'll catch you on the next one.